Hi there, Scott.
Hello.
Hi, Scott. It's Ron calling from the corporate liaison team over at. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Reason for the call is I was actually alerted to your case by someone in my social media division. I understand you reached out to them with a complaint about the treatment your son received.
And my daughter, but yeah,
Oh, I
I
apologize.
just
Your
didn't.
daughter. I'm sorry. Tell me what happened.
Um, you know, I just, I just thought as a corporate policy, I just didn't understand why would choose, and maybe the answer is you don't scrub the data, but I don't know why you would choose a 13-year-old for the secondary screening after you've been through the hassle of TSA and been through the personal screening and then the baggage
So
screening.
you're not understanding the logic of why we searched a 13-year-old.
Okay.
Would you like me to explain it to you?
Sure.
Because if we had a policy of not searching 13-year-olds, then terrorists would hide bombs on 13-year-olds. You can't be this dense. Like, you're a parent, sir. Now, I believe, I'm looking at...
Did you just call me dense? Because I don't know your policy?
Point proved. If someone ever says... Look,
Is that what you just said?
it's not policy, sir. It's basic common sense. It's how to run an airport, chapter 1.
Did you just call me dense?
I said, don't be dense. I didn't call you dense. You're really struggling here, aren't you? Now, I believe your kid was tagged with the orange triangle. Is that right? Was your kid an orange triangle kid?
Correct.
Yeah. So what that means, they put the orange triangle on there. I'll just be transparent with you. They put that orange triangle on there to denote an annoying child. So your kid was probably being loud or obnoxious or smelled bad or something, but that's why they put the orange triangle on there. It's to alert the other passengers or anybody that may have paid for premium transportation won't be seated near them because they're annoying. You can Google it if you don't believe me.
All right, this can't be. You're punking me.
I can get you a supervisor if you want to speak to one, sir, but I can assure you it absolutely is.
Okay, great. Please do that.
You want to speak to a supervisor?
Yes.
Okay, just hold for one moment and I'll see how I have available.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Hi there, you're speaking with Kyle from the Quality Assurance team on a recorded line. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
I'm sorry. Who's this?
My name is Kyle. I believe you asked to be escalated from your previous representative.
Yes. And Kyle, where do you work?
Did you? I just received a message that you looks like you filed a complaint and you asked to be transferred from the previous representative. So what can I do for you?
Okay. So, regarding, I just had the strangest phone call with the previous representative.
And this was regarding the issue. Looks like someone was flagged for an additional review. Is that right?
So, are you there? Did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm still here, sir.
Okay, great. So, So I just had a call from the representative who called me back via a text that I had put on social media where I was unhappy with the fact that would use 13-year-olds as the secondary screening. I guess I was upset that it wouldn't be adults that are doing the secondary screenings. No, this isn't the TSA screening. This is after you've been through all the screenings. Then she got tagged she got pulled at the gate.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, I am just obligated to tell you, our secondary search requirements are still mandated by TSA. So we are required to select certain age groups and whatnot at random. So it's not like anyone was singled out here. It kind of just seems like it was a random decision.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured that because I had spent an hour and a half.
Well, because I'm just reading what the previous representative forwarded me, and he's saying stuff like, child was having a panic attack, which kind of seems like an exaggeration. I'm not sure if these are your words or his, but.
Oh, well, first.
I mean, that'd be a pretty wimpy kid to freak out about that.
I'm gonna let the words of the other gentleman I was speaking to go, because I was trying to understand the policy, and he called me dense because I couldn't understand that they would use 13-year-olds, because then terrorists would use 13-year-olds. And I said, did you just call me dense because I don't know your corporate policy? And he's like, well, if your kid was orange flagged, that means that they're a troubled kid and must have caused a problem on a prior flight. So that alerts them. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know that I would have chosen my words a bit differently there. Uninformed would probably have been better than dense.
If your kid got orange triangled, it's because they're a problem child on a prior flight.
Well, and I mean this with all due respect, sir, was the child in question like pudgy at all or overweight? Because sometimes they do pick based on the winter coats, because they can be used to conceal homemade explosives and other types of contraband. So if your child was either looked a tad overweight or was wearing some particular clothing, I mean, they do occasionally do it in cases where the child is annoying.
No.
They're not really supposed to do that. But
I knew. She is a size 0, and we were in Costa Rica, and she had leggings and a small T-shirt on. So, I knew she was getting pulled the night before because there was an orange triangle on her online boarding pass.
Okay.
And I spent 90 minutes on hold with trying to figure out why, out of my 7 travelers, one of my travelers was being tagged with an orange triangle, and they said there's nothing to be worried about. You just have to get her a boarding pass when you get to check in your luggage. Everything will be fine. And I said, okay, that's great. But it then
I've just pulled up
the orange triangle was about.
Yeah, I just pulled up the actual, because we do have to file like a little, well, there's an incident report for your complaint, but for the initial secondary search, we have like a little form that our employees have to fill out each time. So it looks like you said it was Costa Rica, correct? And was this? Can you just confirm, was this departing or returning?
This was returning from Liberia to Miami.
Okay. Yeah, so we have just had an influx of child trafficking, and wearing an outfit like that, they may have suspected something of that nature. What you described as very skimpy.
She was tagged the night before we even left for the airport. She had the orange triangle before we arrived at the airport. So there was nothing about her visage.
Okay, so it was completely random is what you're saying. So what's the problem? You are a dense motherfucker. I mean, you just answered your own question, dude.
He's got you there, sir.
Excuse me?
Excuse you, you're wasting my time here. I thought you had a legitimate complaint. What is the point of what you're saying? You don't like how numbers work? You don't like how random selection works? What am I supposed to do here? You want me to change the laws of physics so the random number generator picks something else? I don't know what you want me to do here.
No, my complaint, quite frankly, is that I did not understand that the random check generator would pick out children. I thought it should be adults. Obviously, there is some sort of nefarious terrorism going around that even though this child has been searched.
But you say that's your complaint. I still don't understand how that's a complaint. Your complaint is that you didn't understand. That, like, you know, that's like saying you don't understand why the Earth is round, and that's your complaint. Like, I can't help you be more smart, sir. I can't make you any less dense than you are.
And then the employee who's doing the random search just refuses to speak.
So how the fuck did you even get a child? Was it like send off 6 fucking tokens from a cereal box and get a kid? Because there's no fucking way. There's just no way that you sound like an idiot, sir. You do sound dense. Dense is a very appropriate word. You're so fucking dense that I bet light bends around you and you won't even understand what I just said. You'll just go, huh? What the fuck is up with you? Like, how did you father a child? Can I speak to your wife? Is she in the picture? I need a word. Please.
You'll get a word. Don't worry about it.
Will I, though?
Christ, what an idiot.
What a fucking idiot.
Hello?
Hello, I'm looking for Scott. I'm calling. My name is Anthony. I was wondering if you had about 1 minute for a quick survey, sir.
Hold on 1 second.
Absolutely.
Can you Google this number? Hold on with me 1 second, please.
Yes, sir.
Can you Google this number for me just to verify? 866.
I'm calling from the survey department, sir, with the. So I'm not personally, I'm not exactly sure what you're going to pull up there, but I see that you spoke to one of the associates earlier. I'm just calling for a 1 minute survey. That's all. I can hang up the line if you'd like me to.
No, that's fine. I'm happy to answer your survey.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, if we may get started, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the associates' customer service skills, please?
0.
It's on a 1 to 10. What was the score? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'd say whatever the lowest is, a 1.
That's interesting. Okay. Do you mind me asking? I can. What exactly happened on the call, sir?
I can play you a voice recording. I was upset, and I was upset and curious why the policy allowed for the my 13-year-old to be randomly selected for a second search at the gate by an employee of American Airlines, even though she had been through TSA security already. Instead of explaining the policy, the employee basically, told me I was an idiot and that I was dense and used.
One of our employees said that to you over the phone, or
yeah, and used about 5 or 6 F-bombs over the car phone with my kids in the car to describe why I was so stupid and how I could even have children. I was so stupid, and on and on and on. I've got a voice recording. I'm stunned.
Would you like me to file a official complaint against that employee, sir? Every call is recorded. If you called in or somebody called you, all the calls are recorded.
There was 2 of them.
2 employees?
I thought they were drunk. I had my daughter who's 15 Google the phone number that they called on because I thought for sure that I was being punked. And sure enough, it was call
like
center.
Ashton Kutcher, like.
Mm-hmm.
So did
No,
were they both
thought it was-
outgoing
I
calls
thought it
to
was-
you? You say you spoke to two people. I'm taking
I
notes.
thought it was a joke.
I understand. I'm just taking notes here. You said there were two people that you spoke to. Were they back-to-back calls? Did you speak to one person and the call got sent over?
I got called by one person. He couldn't believe how dense I was, and I said, "Are you calling me dense?" And he spoke with a British accent, and I said, "Are you calling me dense because I don't know your corporate policy?" That's what I'm calling. That's what my complaint was about the policy. And so he went on and on and on about how much of an idiot I was, and then asked if I wanted to speak to a manager. And I said, sure. I'm clearly not getting anywhere here, and now I'm getting upset. So he said, okay, let me get a manager. I don't know that he ever got a manager so much as just like a coworker who then jumped on the phone and was like,
Certainly hope
what is
not.
it? What's your problem? Why are you such a effing idiot, et cetera, et cetera. And then both of them were on the phone, questioning how I was competent enough to have children.
Okay, I don't even know what to say to that. That sounds outlandish. That's outrageous. I'm so sorry.
As soon as they started dropping F-bombs, my 15-year-old started voice recording.
Are you able to play a portion of that for me, sir?
If you want to listen to it, right?
Please.
If you want to listen to it right now.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Happy to share it with you.
Laws of physics to the random number generator, pick something else? I don't know what you want me to do here. No, my complaint, quite frankly, is that I did not understand that the random check generator would pick out children. I thought it should be adults. Obviously, there is some sort of nefarious terrorism going around that even though this child has been searched. You say that's your complaint. I still understand how that's a complaint. Your complaint is that you didn't understand. That, that you're picking 13-year-olds, and then the employee who's doing the random search just refuses to speak. So how the fuck did you even get a child? Was it like send off 6 fucking tokens from a cereal box and get a kid? Because there's no fucking way. There's just no way that you sound like an idiot, sir. You do sound dense. Dense is a very appropriate word. You're so fucking dense that I don't like bends around you. And you won't even understand what I just said. You'll just go, oh, what the fuck is up with you? Like, how did you father a child? Can I speak to your wife? Is she in the picture? I need a word. Please. You'll get a word. Don't worry about it.
I'm taking notes here. I apologize. Is your daughter's name Dents?
No,
do I have that correct?
They were calling me. They were calling me dense because I was not smart enough to understand their policy. They were calling me dense, as in stupid.
I see where you're coming from. If there's a policy that you specifically, any policy, would like me to explain, I'd be more than happy to go ahead and do that. Again, I understand that with your permission, I'm asking you, do you want me to file a formal complaint against those two individuals, sir?
Yeah.
Do I have your permission to file a complaint?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start that process right now. And just to continue forward, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you judge their customer service skills?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest,
Correct.
1.
And is that for both? I just had to fill this in.
Yes. I run a multi-million-dollar sales company.
Sure.
I've never, for 25 years, I've never in my entire life had a service experience like this. And it all started with me just asking about the policy of why they would pick a 13-year-old instead of an adult. That was my question.
I think I understand the confusion because you had mentioned earlier that you were a bit drunk on the call. It seems like you're still suffering from the effects right now as we speak.
No. Back up. I thought they were drunk.
The employees?
Yeah. Did you hear their language?
You did play about a minute. That was not professional at all. What I heard that you played for me was not professional at all on our end. That is what I heard.
Yeah. And that's why I thought they were drunk. I've never had a call center where they were using the F word and calling the customer.
And you don't know either of these individuals on a personal level, like a joke. Like, have you ever spoke to them before? Ever? Like, as a joking, like maybe you don't know them? Never?
Never. It was a 12-minute call. It came in at 6:01. I was driving my entire family home. My kids were in the car. I picked it up because I recognized the number from contacts because I've been back and forth with the airline just dealing with flight cancellations and whatnot over the last week. And it was a call center, person calling about, the survey that I had put online or that had came to me in an email.
That's, I've been doing this job for a few years now. I've never personally ran into anything like this. That's unbelievable. And you actually played the call for me. Yeah. This is and again, sir, let me personally, I know this is the first time we have spoken, but again, I personally want to apologize for anything you, or I took that your wife in the background, or any of your children. Obviously your children heard it.
Yeah.
I want to apologize personally for that behavior. It's disgusting. It's something that would not be tolerated. Again, they're all recorded. I've been taking notes. Okay. That recording, is it? Are you able to play that again in a few minutes if I get you over to somebody higher than me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking right now. I called you for a survey. I did not expect this. There's some other questions. I'm just going to go ahead and we're not going to worry about those. I'm going to get you over to somebody higher up.
I don't mean to ruin your night.
I don't even know. I don't know what to say to you right now, dude. It's just, it's yeah.
I was the part you heard where it sounded like I was rattled was because they had already been dropping F-bombs on me this was a 12-minute call. And so
I don't know how it gets that far in 12 minutes. I mean, regardless if it's 12 minutes or 12 hours.
I was trying to keep my composure with my family in the car. I can tell you the call would have gone differently if it was just me.
Okay. This is what we're going to do. Have that call ready to go. I have some notes here so you don't have to explain everything over. I'm going to get you up to my direct higher up. I know there is a process for this. They'll probably at one point ask for the recording. And I can assure you that this is something that as a company, we appreciate you as a business partner. We do not put up with this. This will be dealt with. Again, I had the notes attached. I'm going to get you up to my higher up, sir, okay? And again, I do apologize. Just one moment.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
You've reached Hazel, VP of Passenger Escalations. How are you this evening?
Hi, Hazel.
Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. I'm happy to speak with your colleague who called me a minute ago.
Yes, he's just passing over some very disconcerting notes about an experience you had with our organization this evening.
Indeed, I did.
Yes, I can see that. They're coming through a little slowly. I'm very sorry to be reading this. But he did send you over my way, and it looks to me like you would like to file a formal complaint, and I can't say I blame you.
I wasn't. To be honest with you, I probably wasn't going to like find the official way because I thought replying to the email I received about my flight was kind of the official way, and then I received this disturbing phone call as a result of that. So I don't know what I was going to do until your colleague called, and I just had to get it off my chest.
Okay, so I see the original communication was a result of an issue that you had at the airport. And so I can see that there was a follow-up and
I don't
then
think anything. I don't think anything. I don't think anything improper happened at the airport. I was just disappointed that, like, out of our whole party, I was just disappointed that, like, my 13-year-old was picked out for a second random search at the gate after we had all been through TSA, the screening, the baggage, all the stuff. Then to have her get pulled out at the gate while we're trying to board the plane, now the family's all off to the side. Her bags are being completely taken out. The employee, it was in Costa Rica, so maybe English was a second language, or maybe she just didn't care to, speak while she was doing her job. But like when we were asking, why is she being, selected? Is it random? Is it something she did? She didn't speak. She was completely nonverbal. She just kept pulling stuff out of her bags, out of her carry-on and her overhead, and just splaying it all over this table. And then we had to get it all back in. And my 13-year-old is completely at this point rattled because he doesn't know what she's done.
Right. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's definitely not the experience we want for you.
My issue was that, I'm sure as I was very directly and weirdly explained to by these two gentlemen who called me back. I'm sure I am naive to the fact that terrorists use 13-year-olds to mule things through customs and other things. But like, I was just saying, like, if it's truly like you got to search a few people per plane, fine. But why, why not the adult? Why the 13-year-old? Why the child? Like, why do you have to put them in a separate room? It just didn't make any
Why?
sense to me. I
Understood.
wasn't happy about it. But like
Understood.
that to me, my dissatisfaction and anger about these two gentlemen that called me this afternoon,
Yes.
not about those employees in Costa Rica.
Understood. Understood. Well, I would like to go through a process to file a formal complaint against the two gentlemen you spoke to on the earlier call. Do you have a little bit of time to spend with me and we can take care of this right now?
Do you want to hear the recording?
I do want to hear the recording, but sir, what I'm going to ask you is we have a very, if you don't mind, a very quick and efficient process we have for matters that come up like this from time to
That's fine.
time, and it's called Telecourt. And it's a
That's fine.
very, very efficient process whereby we have a judge on duty, and I will get him to come on the call. I'm going to get the two employees who you spoke to. Their names were Ronathan Bastarde and Scobie McGuire. Where I can see were the two. Oh no, sorry, it was not Scobie McGuire. It was Kyle, and um, I'm going to get them on the call as well as Scobie McGuire, who's the one who transferred the call over. And I'm going to be advocating for you, sir. They can either advocate for themselves or have a union official take care of them. And I'm going to just see who the judge on duty is. And at that point, the judge on duty will likely ask you for your side of the story and to play the recorded call. And then from there, we just do a very quick proceeding. And we will also find some compensation for you for having to have gone through not only the issue at the airport, but through this telecourt proceeding. Is that something that you would be able to do with me?
I feel like I feel like I'm being too needy in this situation, but I feel like the way that they acted, someone has to speak up for the next person they talk to.
That would be really wonderful. And I completely understand if you don't want to do it when this happens. Some people just don't, but believe me,
No,
you are perfect. Go ahead.
I'm not a complainer, but I feel like if I don't say something, these two are going to keep doing this to other American airline customers whenever they have some inquiry about policy, and they're going to belittle them, and they're going to call them stupid, and they're going to drop F-bombs on them, and they're going to drop F-bombs in a context where there's children in the car, and it's just someone has to stand up, because I think they're probably just bullies. I thought they were drunk, to tell you the truth. But
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, sir, if I can just put you on a brief hold, we're going to take care of this for once and for all. Just hold for one moment, and I'm going to get the judge on duty and get everyone in. Thank you so much for your patience and for standing up for all of the passengers.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
In the shadows of the night, judgment looms through silent voice, problems distant through the line, Telecourt to make the choice, Telecourt, Telecourt.
Hello, this is Judge
I don't
Dale.
know why I've been brought in on this. What is
who's
this?
on the line,
what has
please?
this got to do with me?
Oh, hi, Judge Weisenheimer. This is Hazel Harditt calling from corporate and passenger escalations. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. Give me just a minute. The files are coming through.
Yes, I have
Please
the client
announce
on the.
the client and announce
Yeah,
the participants.
I'm going
And
to do this.
I'm going to assign a case number real quick here. This is case DNC 42069. Proceed, please.
Okay, I have the passenger on the phone. His name is. Would you care to introduce yourself, Mr.
My name is Scott.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you
sir.
so much. And I've got on the phone two of our call center representatives. I have Ronathan Bastarde.
It's Bastard. It's pronounced Bastard. Thank you.
Of course it is.
All right.
Ronathan Bastard. And I have a gentleman named Kyle. I cannot pronounce his last name, Kyle.
Yeah, it's I just got married, so it's different in the system. Robinson.
Oh, it's Robinson. Okay, it looks like it says something different. Okay, thank you. And I also have Mr. Scobie McGuire, who is in our survey department, who brought this call to my attention. Are you with us, Mr. McGuire?
That is correct.
Okay, so Mr. Received a very inappropriate call from Mr. Bastarde and Mr.
Bastard.
Robinson.
But I'm sorry, objection. She's saying my name wrong. And
Okay, Mr. Bastard and Mr.
I'm sorry. I'm
Robinson.
sorry. This whole thing isn't even done properly. Like, has anyone been sworn in? What's
Yeah,
like,
I
Okay,
was
hold
just
on.
getting. I
I-
was just
no, no, no.
introducing the call.
I got a
order.
listen.
Order.
No.
Order
I
in the
got.
court.
Let me tell you. I got a call from my manager like 5 minutes ago saying I had to go to Telecourt. I've been given no information. Nobody's been sworn in. So how about we take a step back here and just like figure out what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Order,
yeah. Hi,
order.
hi, everyone. Kyle here. I just want to say I'm very confused as to what's going on. I was
Okay,
on my way
well,
out of the office.
you're gonna
I was
learn, aren't
on
you?
Okay.
briefed on this. But
Everyone, listen with your ears, and then we'll proceed. I will swear you in. I rule on your objection right now. I'm going to uphold that, but pay attention to your monitors. And now I need everyone to stand and raise your right hand, please.
all right. Okay. Yep.
Now, repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
This is wait. Everyone on the call has to do this, including I want him sworn in as well. I want the customer sworn in. If he's going to say things about me, I want him sworn in.
the complainant,
Everybody
everyone.
has to. Everybody will.
Okay.
Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do
I do
solemnly
solemnly
swear
Where
to tell the whole truth
to tell the
tell
whole
Tell the
truth
whole truth.
tooth.
and nothing but the truth, so help me Jehovah.
and nothing but the truth. So help me
So
God.
help me God.
God.
Whatever your deity may be. Okay, everyone be seated. Hazel, are we going to get some opening comments from the complainant? And I'm seeing there's a recording that I very much want to hear.
May
Yes.
I volunteer to speak?
Yes, please.
I'd like to start with that.
Order.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. Mr.
If possible, I'd like to start with the recording, just because now that we've all been sworn in, it's more of a.
Sir, I was going to add a little bit of context to that recording.
Mr. Johnson, I'm going to ask you to refrain from speaking unless spoken to. Judge Weisenheimer will be dictating the way that the proceedings go. Thank you for your offer, but we do have to listen to Judge Weisenheimer.
That is correct. Now, Mr. Scobie, you had one question. I'll entertain that, please.
Yeah, I originally reached out to this gentleman about maybe 20 minutes ago. I do all the surveys, and he had expressed to me, I had asked him about the customer service. He literally played a recording to me of, I heard two different people, and I believe those are the two individuals on this call. And I'm sure we'll hopefully hear that here in a moment, but I know we all work for the same company and everything, guys, but what I heard was not, it was not professional at all. And they can play that recording for us right now. So that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, duly noted. Let's proceed, sir.
Hey,
You
Your
have the
Honor.
recording
Your Honor,
in
this
question?
is Kyle. Your Honor, this is Kyle. May I just say something real quick?
Please make it quick.
I do just want to say I have personally looked through our records and it does not look like we have the recording. So that might be at issue here.
So what
if we don't
happened? I
have a
can
record of it.
explain that. The recording was accidentally deleted post the phone call. We don't know what happened.
Okay, that
Okay, I just wanna
is
make sure
neither here
you're
nor
aware.
there.
Sounds a
From
little
what I'm
convenient
seeing in
on
the
my
notes,
Definitely goes against company policy to delete recordings, but we're very lucky that Mr. has the recording.
Well, he has
Exactly.
well, I just want to. I mean, am I allowed to reply here? Am I allowed to defend myself? How does this work?
one more time, please, and then we're going to proceed to the tape.
Okay.
They're so embarrassed.
How about he plays his alleged recording and then I will give my response to the allegations? Does that seem fair? Because
That's fair, and I will entertain that.
I'm hearing a lot. I'm hearing a lot of conjecture here, but I'm not hearing any facts. So how about we start there, please? Maybe.
Please proceed.
Proceed with the recording.
I'm waiting for the judge.
Sir, please
Oh,
play
all
the
right.
recording that you have.
Whatever. Have you heard
I'm
this guy?
authorized.
Like, I'm waiting for the judge. You see, he had this
Order,
attitude before.
Mr. Bastardi, order.
Hey, we're in this
Order,
together,
Mr.
man. Let's calm
Bastardi.
Refrain
down.
from speaking out of line.
Please proceed, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, you want to laws of physics to the random number generator pick something else? But I don't know what you want me to do here. No, my complaint, quite frankly, is that I did not understand that the random check generator would pick out children. I thought it should be adults. Obviously, there is some sort of nefarious terrorism going around that even though this child has been searched. If you say that's your complaint, I still understand how that's a complaint. Your complaint is that you didn't understand. That, like, yeah, that you're picking 13-year-olds, and then the employee who's doing the random search just refuses to speak. So how the fuck did you even get a child? Was it like send off 6 fucking tokens from a cereal box and get a kid? Because there's no fucking way. There's just no way that you sound like an idiot, sir. You do sound dense. Dense is a very appropriate word. You're so fucking dense that I bet light bends around you. And you won't even understand what I just said. You'll just go, huh? What the fuck is up with you? Like, how did you father a child? Can I speak to your wife? Is she in the picture? I need a word. Please. You'll get a word. Don't worry about it. Complaint.
That's the end of it.
Okay, very, very interesting. And Hazel, what is your stance on this, please?
Well, I mean, clearly that was inappropriate and
Correct.
not the way that we would like our representatives to be speaking to
Okay,
our
hold on a minute.
clients.
Objection. I was told I could give my defense. This is just more.
Order.
This is just
Order.
no
I
bullshit.
haven't
This is
finished
just more
speaking.
conjecture about
I
me.
haven't
I haven't been even
finished
given an opening
speaking.
statement here. This is fucking
not
bullshit.
Interrupt me.
What is your
again.
objection? Get to the point of your objection,
Listen,
please.
sir, no, Ronathan will give me the
We-
respect Mr. deserves, okay? To
Agreed.
this hearing and respect for the court.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Did you hear that,
Your
Judge
Honor?
Weisenheimer? Did you hear
Let's
that?
have some temperance in this court, or I will hold people accountable.
Okay,
Hazel,
Your Honor,
proceed.
permission for the gentleman I'm advocating for, Mr. Johnston, to speak, please.
Please do.
Go ahead, Mr. Johnston.
I'm not sure what more you want me to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you had something to say. Okay,
Yeah, this is
then
Kyle.
you know what?
Can I go after, please?
Yeah, let's hear what Kyle has to say. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Hazel, I want to thank you for
Fucking kidding here.
for advocating on behalf of him. Judge, can you please clarify whether you're treating this as a joint case or if you're trying us separately? 'Cause I just wanted the record to reflect that I haven't. I'm letting the process play out. I mean, Ron and I think we both know that recording has been altered in some way, and we didn't say those things. But I understand his
I'm showing
frustration.
the call deleted on Kyle's end. That's what I'm showing in my system.
Okay.
Judge, I just want you to know I'm being as respectful as I can throughout this, and please excuse
Yes.
Ron because he's understandably frustrated at these accusations.
And any violations of company policy, any judgments handed down will be individually and not jointly.
Again, still haven't been given any chance to speak or respond, but that's fucking fine.
You will.
What do you have to say, Mr. Bastarde?
Well, first of all, most of what they just said was conjecture. I want to give my opening statements, if I may, please.
Please go ahead.
Go right
I have
ahead.
prepared a statement. The gentleman's alleged recording that he has here is heavily edited and contains completely out of context sentences that have somehow, I guess he's rearranged them or edited them, but everything is out of touch. First of all, at the start of the call, the gentleman not only made very inappropriate remarks about the staff at the airport, he made racial remarks, and he also absolutely questioned my integrity and the integrity of my phone call just because of the fact that I had an accent. He even had his bitch wife in the background Googling the phone number, going,
Mr. Bastard.
just because I had an accent. I'm not finished, all right? I was racially abused, I was sexually profiled, and I was absolutely intimidated and abused by this man. And then what he's done is he has deliberately taken the conversation and he has chopped out the worst parts where I was the most upset and taken it all out of context and has now brought about this absolutely spurious and ridiculous lawsuit in order to cost me my job. I want him sent to prison.
Objection, Your Honor. May I speak, Your Honor?
Please proceed. I will entertain your objection.
Okay. I find it quite curious that the customer I'm advocating for, Mr. has a recording, yet the entire recording on our end has been conveniently deleted.
Not my job. I don't work in IT. You would have to ask the IT
And,
team.
Deleted
and I'm not going down
We
there.
don't have the backup text of the call.
I can see the source of the deletion was through. Are you ready? Mr.
Wait.
Bastard.
Answer, please.
Ron, you don't have to answer.
Yes, you do have to answer.
Can I plead the fifth on that one?
No.
It's a yes or no question.
I saw that in a movie and the guy did it and then he didn't have to answer.
All right.
There you go.
Right. I have one question for you, Mr. Bastarde. I noticed in the call you made reference to the man somehow giving birth by getting special items from a cereal box. What in the heck was that all about? Were you trying to belittle him or what?
That was edited together from other things that I said.
Objection.
It was edited together from audio from other sources, and I think some of it could be AI. Like I suspect he used like an AI. My kid has an app.
Oh,
and I think I think he used an app. Is what happened here.
What is your objection, Hazel?
My Mr. made a recording. He did not edit anything, I can assure you. How would he even have time to do that? And again,
because he's a liar and a fraudster, okay?
Where is the
let me ask you this, Hazel. Do we still have on the system where we could run the tape through the lie detector and AI detector?
Yep.
Is that something you would like to entertain, gentlemen?
Are we doing
I think it would help your case.
Yes. Yeah, this is Scott, and I'd be happy to run it through any lie detector, any AI detector, or any other backup you wish, because it was not recorded by me. It was recorded by my 15-year-old daughter shortly after the third or fourth F-bomb when we were in our car, and I was appalled, and I had her record it on speakerphone in the car.
I heard that call. Dents, the 15-year-old, she recorded it, right? So I think that's actually a great route to go right now at this point.
All right, I agree with everyone. Do we have the system set up, Hazel? I'm waiting for the tones.
We do. I just want to be clear about something. I have this passenger's name as Mr. And I have some notes that have come through Mr. Bastard and Mr. Robinson calling him Mr. Dent. That's not the correct name, I don't think. Can you clarify that for
No,
me, somebody?
they were.
Yeah,
they were.
I'm seeing the same thing here.
They were calling me dense, as in stupid.
They were calling you dense and stupid, and now they're putting your name down as Mr. Dense?
Apparently, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so
Again,
your first name is not Dennis or Dense.
Conjecture, motherfuckers. Ever heard of it?
Hey, language, order, language. Sir, what was your first name again?
My name is Scott. Scott.
Scott. Okay, so Dense
Judge
Dennis is incorrect.
Weisenheimer?
I'm going to strike those from the record. Proceed.
No,
Judge
this is the daughter.
Weisenheimer, I have a little bit of the recording that didn't get
No,
deleted.
the name is dense.
Judge Weisenheimer?
Is it Denise or Dense, the daughter's name? Now I'm getting confused.
He identified his daughter as being called Dense. He said her daughter was dense, and that's why I said the word dense. That's her name. No, her name was dense.
Let's not use any first names of minors. Order in the court. Hazel, what do you have to play?
I did recover a little bit of the transcript of the recording that made it through before it was all deleted. And I don't see anything, I have to say, about them calling him Mr. Dense or stupid. But I do see, and I quote, excuse my language, where Kyle called called the passenger, I quote, a motherfucker.
Oh, not good.
Are we sure that was transcribed accurately?
Yes. Did this happen, sir? Scott?
Yes, that's when my 15-year-old started recording the call because her eyes went as big as saucers and she hit the record button on her phone.
Oh, don't give me that shit. She's 15. She's heard that word before. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. She's never heard that.
Well, I think we heard the recording already, and there was nothing like that on there. So
when she started recording was after that was said.
After what was said, sir?
Allegedly said, sir.
After what was said, sir. Please be clear for the court.
Her eyes went really big like a fucking cartoon bird. Have you heard
Mind
this
your
guy
language,
going on?
Mr. Bastard.
Whatever. I don't fucking give a
Sir,
shit.
I have to ask you to clarify what was said for the court reporting.
Please, sir, answer.
Okay. After that, I was too dense to understand the policies in their own words, and then used mother effer. Then my daughter started recording the call, and that's what you just heard.
Oh my goodness. And would you be willing to take a lie detector test, sir?
I can show via my iPhone that it was a 12-minute phone call. That's only a 1 minute, 45-second clip at the end.
Okay, sir, would you be willing to take a tele lie detector test?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Let's do that. Can we get the technical people to set up the lie detector?
We can get Ronnie to set up the detector, and I'll do a couple of the test questions, please.
They already brought it out earlier. It's there. Over there.
Yes, sir. I think it's already set up, so you can go ahead.
Alex, are you the one who is trained at doing the lie detector? Or
I'm certified, yes.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and start asking the baseline questions?
Actually, the judge can go ahead with this.
The judge? Okay, great.
Perfect. All right, sir. You say that this is a non-AI and a how shall I say, taped together.
Sorry, Judge Weisenheimer, you have to ask the baseline questions first to get the lie detector to.
I'm ready for the baseline.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the prompt just come up on my screen. Okay, Mr. Are you a female?
Yes, no.
One answer at a time, sir. Don't change your answer. Let's try that one more time. Mr. Johnson, are you a female?
No.
Wait, there is some issue. Hold on, let me try to fix it.
Calibrate, please.
Okay, try again. Try with his name, please.
Let's try the question as the prompt is giving me now. Mr. Are you a man?
Yes.
Mr. Are you a woman?
No.
It is all calibrated. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah. Try the third prompt on the list, and let's do this one more time. All right, Mr. Are you a man?
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
I need
Mr.
one more
Johnson.
question.
Are you a woman?
No.
Okay, we've got it working now. All right, sir. Now, the tape that you have submitted before Telecourt, is that a complete unaltered tape?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How long is the tape, sir? Is it 12 minutes long or shorter?
Shorter.
Okay, that's correct.
Can
The
record
participants
reflect that
in the
call's
court here today, Mr. Bestard and Kyle and Scobie, are they all three on your tape?
No.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Have you told the whole truth about this situation?
Yes.
Being flagged there. And Mr. Are you looking for some kind of profit from this action?
No.
I'm going to do another baseline question that the system is putting up for some reason.
No, the system is working fine at the moment. So.
Well, it's showing me a prompt question for testing, Alex. Let's try it. Mr. Are you a dense individual?
No.
Clearly, the system is working correctly.
Okay. Hazel, are there any questions that you would like to proceed with?
Mr. Can you just confirm your name with me for the lie detector?
Scott.
Okay, it seems to be working. I don't know what to say, Mr. It's not looking good.
Can I? Hi guys, this is.
Sorry,
this
he
is
just
Kyle
wired me
here.
up to the machine. I'll just give my testimony. He sexually harassed me. He made racist remarks about the employees. He has lied about this entire case. He is absolutely. What a fucking dick! We finally got rid of him.
You gotta be fucking shitting me.
He only hung up because basically a 13-year-old told him this was a joke.
Oh my
His fucking kid was like, "Dad, stop being stupid."